Very festive good evening to everyone. My name is Isha and welcome you all to today's session. Before we begin, a very happy Dhanteras to all. And I learned something new today and would like to share it with you all. Probably new for me, not new for a lot of you. Dhanteras is celebrated as actually the birthday of Dhanvantri, who is the father of medicine and Ayurveda. So when you think about it, the real Dhan is actually our health. When we talk of health, mental health needs special mention. Because a healthy mind can only live in a healthy body. Food is closely related to mental health. We see today's youth facing a considerable set of challenges, myself being one of them. We believe the right food can help support in a big way. As we begin today's talk on food, mood and youth, by a nutritional psychologist, Ms. Rashmi Bhatia, I would request you to keep your phones on silent. Thank you. To introduce our guest speaker, Ms. Rashmi Bhatia is a nutritional psychologist at VIMHANS. She has 27 years of experience in nutrition, psychology, counseling, and creative therapy. At VIMHANS, she is in charge of managing a team of dietitians, kitchen staff from lower staff to supervisor of the kitchen. She provides counseling in dietetics and nutrition in relation to mental health disorders, neurology, orthopedics, pediatric nutrition, and diet for children with special needs, cancer, gastrointestinal diseases to the patients from India as well as abroad. She conducts culinary therapy with patients, caregivers, interns, professionals, nursing staff, students, and staff on wireless equipments using healthy ingredients. She has trained more than 40 dietetic interns under her. She has written for several different magazines in the past and currently writes for a column in the Rising Kashmir. She has been a guest on Pragya channel for Call for Care show every week for 3 years. Ms. Bhatia has also been a guest on different channels like IBN7, India Today and others for talks on nutrition and healthy diet on different therapeutic requirements. She has conducted various webinars during COVID and regularly conducts talks in school on the role of diet in mental health and importance of diet and food in children. She holds an MSc degree in food and nutrition, a master's degree in psychology, and a B.Ed post-graduation diploma in guidance and counseling, and a course in nutrition in cancer. Our partner for this talk today is the Mind Diaries, the first of its kind magazine in India on mental health and well-being. The magazine has been running for over a year and aims to create awareness towards mental health and encourage seeking expert help. Besides first-person accounts of fighting back, there are expert columns, inspirational stories, and more. Before we hand over to our expert, I request you to please keep your questions ready for our question and answer slot scheduled at the end of the session. Please welcome Ms. Rashmi Bhatia.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Dhanteras and happy Diwali, and thank you so much for coming in such a, I will say, hectic schedule, festive season, to know about what is the role of diet in mental health. So to begin with, we have got two questions here. Just I would like to ask you, do you think food has connection with mental health? Yes. Correct. Why did you think so, that food has got a connection with mental health?
Because food is the fuel to the body.
Yes, food is a fuel to the body, so it is important for the physical health. If it's a fuel because it gives energy, so it is related to physical health, but we are talking mental health.
Yogis,
Okay.
they have the perfect mind.
Okay. And the second question, does mood get affected by eating good food? Yes or no?
Yes.
Can you share any example? Yes or no?
When we eat food which is, good, which tastes good or which we like, then we feel good and happy, and it is easily digestible also. That is why we feel good. So,
Yes.
I relate desserts and sweet with a good mood.
I'm in a bad mood, sweet. In a good mood, sweet.
Yes.
So,
That's why we say mood and food and mood. And if yes, what are the major body parts which is involved in this connection?
Stomach and weight.
Hmm?
First of all, our eyes that see the food, and then our mouth,
Yes.
tongue, teeth, and then whole digestive system.
The whole digestive system gets triggered by your brain.
Yes. Okay. So I will request you just take 5 minutes, and you have got one handout. There is a self-assessment paper. Just fill that paper. Self-assessment on, it's basically a day's diet of your own self. Any day you can have, take, maybe Sunday, last week, whatever you remember, what all you have eaten. It's only the menu you have to write, not the amount you have to write. What you have to do, breakfast or lunch or dinner. All done?
yes.
Everyone has finished it? Okay, do you think you have eaten that like healthy diet on particular that day?
Yes.
There's one no. No.
Yes.
Okay, I'm very happy that you have given the honest answer and you have written the honest thing. So now to move on, we'll start with food connection with mental health. The topic of the series, I will say, and we are doing it before festive season. So I think it might help you to enjoy your festival. As everyone knows, mental health is as important as physical health. Initially, everyone was running after the physical health. Physical health, we should have a good diet for physical health. We should do yoga, we should do meditation, we should cut down the calories, we should exercise, we should not overeat. If we are weak, we have to eat, high fat diet, high sugar diet. So we were most of the, I will say, people were concerned only on the physical health. They don't have, on the, I will say, they haven't given importance to their mental health. But I will say a few years back, and especially during COVID, people have thought and they have overcome, I will say, that mental health is as important as physical health. That's why there is got a connection between food and mental health. As everyone knows, mental health includes our emotional, psychological and social well-being. It affects how we think, feel and act. If we are mentally well, we'll be, acting in a good manner. If we are not happy, if we are upset, we will not answer, any question, or we will not behave in a right way, whether we are at home, whether we are in a, group or any parties or any, if we are going for the festival or we are going for any tour or anything else. Because we know that something is wrong. Maybe physically we are active, but mentally we are not active. So that's why it definitely affects how we think, how we feel and act, and also helps determine how we handle stress, which relate to others and make healthy. So, and it also refers to the behavior, emotional and cognitive well-being of an individual, the mental health. The factors which contribute to overall mental health. First is the genetic factors. It's maybe it's not, I will say 100% that it will pass to one generation to another, but like suppose for example if your grandparents or your parents have some kind of anxiety, so it may pass, it may run through the family, which may be hidden, and it can activate in your maybe early stages during adolescence, which maybe not I will say no one can recognize. कई बार आपने सुना भी होगा कि बच्चे बोलते हैं कि आज पता नहीं क्या हुआ, जब टीचर पढ़ा रही थी तो बहुत ज्यादा से मुझे ना हेवीनेस हो रहा था, एंजाइटी हो रही थी. At our stage we never knew कि what is anxiety and depression, but nowadays children are very smart. They know the meaning of anxiety, depression. We are feeling aggressive. At our time we even didn't know these terms कि depression and ये क्या होता है. So genetic factors plays an important, one of the factors is genetic factor, because I will say certain mental disorders tend to run in families also, which were hidden in past years, which was not active, as I said, I am repeating it again, but now everyone, whenever you go to a doctor or any psychologist, even school counselor, School counselor will also ask, you know, the parents कि आपके बच्चे ये स्लो लर्नर है, क्या कोई फैमिली में कोई था? आपके बच्चे को एंजाइटी बहुत एग्रेसिव हो रहा है क्या? आपके पेरेंट्स में या आपके अंकल आंटी में या आपके ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स में कभी आपने एग्रेशन देखा? कभी देखा कि वो एकदम से हंसते थे और एकदम चुप हो जाते थे? तो काउंसलर हैव आल्सो स्टार्ट आस्किंग बिकॉज दे आल्सो नो कि one of the reason for the mental illness, it may be genetic factor also. Now we'll move on to biological factors. Biological factor means like prenatal damage, chemical imbalance, hormonal imbalance during pregnancy, any traumatic injury, any head injury during early ages of life. It is a biological factor which can also contribute to mental illness. Then we have got developmental factors. Like during there we say कि we have got important milestones during pregnancy also. First trimester and third trimester are very crucial for an important milestone for the child. During that time, if the child, I will say not the child, the infant or embryo which is growing has any, you know, any birth defects, so it can pass into the, you know, the when the child is born. Then we have got important milestone from 0 to 6 years. If during that particular years the child is not having good amount of nutrition, the child is not having, you know, I will say good physical health or emotional health, it may also contribute to mental, I will say illness or mental health in near future. Then we have got psychological factors. Psychological factors again, some people have, you know, they get very much get excited very fast. कोई भी चीज हो बहुत एक्साइटेड हो जाते हैं, कई चीज होती बहुत जल्दी रोने लग जाते हैं, कई एकदम उनको साइकोलॉजिकली लगता है कि अगर मैं एग्जाम में फेल हो गई तो क्या होगा, अगर मैंने रात को पढ़ाई की है मैं एग्जाम में नहीं लिख पाई तो क्या होगा, मेरा परफॉर्मेंस है मैं सुबह जल्दी नहीं उठ पाई तो क्या होगा, मैं पिकनिक पे जा रही हूँ अगर मैं टाइम पे तैयार नहीं हो पाई क्या होगा, अगर मेरी कोई डिबेट कंपटीशन है या कंपटीशन है अगर फर्स्ट सेकंड नहीं आई तो मैं क्या होगा. तो ये साइकोलॉजिकल फैक्टर भी इनबिल्ट फैक्टर होता है जो इंडिविजुअल्स में होता है. बट मोस्ट ऑफ द आई विल से पर्सन दे आर एबल टू हैंडल इट वेरी वेल. बट कई बार बहुत सारे लोग हैंडल नहीं कर पाते स्ट्रेस को एट एनी आई विल से एज ऑफ देयर लाइफ, ड्यूरिंग आई विल से एडोलेसेंट एज, ड्यूरिंग इन्फेंट एज, ड्यूरिंग कॉलेज ईयर्स, कहीं नई जगह चेंज करना है, तब ड्यूरिंग देयर करियर ऑल्सो कि कौन सा करियर चूज करना है, उसमें भी साइकोलॉजिकल फैक्टर्स इंपॉर्टेंट होता है इन योर मेंटल हेल्थ. देन डेफिनेटली एनवायरमेंटल फैक्टर्स. Environmental factor is, I will say, it contributes to 30 to 40% of your mental health. In extreme poles, जब बहुत जल्दी आई विल से रोशनी कम रोशनी होती है, अंधेरा जल्दी हो जाता है एंड पीपल डोंट नो व्हाट हाउ टू बेसिकली स्पेंड देयर टाइम, क्वालिटी टाइम, दे कैन नॉट गो आउटडोर्स, दे आर जस्ट हाउस अरेस्ट एट देयर होम ओनली, सो दे डोंट नो व्हाट टू डू. एक्सट्रीम अभी जैसे आज सुबह बारिश हो गई तो एकदम से लगा कि बारिश हो गई, दिवाली में दिए कैसे जलाएंगे, लाइटें लगी हैं तो लाइटों में पानी पड़ गया, शॉर्ट सर्किट हो गया तो लाइटें कैसे चलेंगी. तो these are some environmental factor which is not under our control. एक्सट्रीम समर्स हो जाते हैं, लाइट चली जाती है तो बिकॉज ऑफ स्वेट आई विल से, बिकॉज ऑफ लाइट फ्रीक्वेंसी जाती है, लैक ऑफ आई विल से deficiency of some nutrients at that particular time. In excessive sweat आपका सोडियम लो हो सकता है, इलेक्ट्रोलाइट इम्बैलेंस हो जाता है, तब भी आप एकदम से एंजाइटी आपकी बढ़ जाती है, यू स्टार्ट फीलिंग लो एस्टीम हो जाता है आपको. तो दिस इज ऑल्सो एनवायरमेंटल फैक्टर विच प्लेज अ इम्पोर्टेंट रोल. देन सोशल फैक्टर्स. सोशल फैक्टर्स में इनिशियली आप देखेंगे पहले सारी जॉइंट फैमिलीज होती थी तो मेंटल हेल्थ जो था इट वाज, किसी को पता ही नहीं था कि मेंटल हेल्थ क्या होता है या किसी को मेंटल इलनेस है, क्योंकि पूरी फैमिली एक दूसरे के साथ बातों में आई विल से कम्युनिकेशन बहुत अच्छा था. दे यूज्ड टू एंजॉय ईच एंड एवरीथिंग. वर्क वाज डिवाइडेड. कुछ जो मेल थे, मेल मेंबर ऑफ द फैमिली, दे यूज्ड टू डू द यू नो आउटसाइड वर्क. फीमेल जो थे वो घर के काम आदि, कुछ लोग कपड़े धो रहे हैं, कुछ बच्चों को संभाल रहे हैं, कुछ खाना बना रहे हैं, कुछ मेन्यू बना रहे हैं, कुछ फेस्टिविटी की तैयारी कर रहे हैं अंडर द सुपरविजन ऑफ द एल्डर पीपल. तो सब मिलजुल के काम हो जाता था तो किसी को पता ही नहीं चलता था in nowadays, especially I will say metro cities जहाँ nuclear family है, वहाँ पर पेरेंट्स को खुद ही सारे काम करने पड़ते हैं. And single child है, mostly they are not able to give quality time or communicative time to their child. और जो चाइल्ड है बिकॉज ऑफ ऑल दिस गैजेट्स है वो अपने बेसिकली सेम पेयर ग्रुप से ही कम्युनिकेट कर रहा है. दे आर नॉट, अगर उनको कोई डाउट है, कुछ पूछना है, दे आर नॉट एबल टू कम्युनिकेट विद देयर पेरेंट्स और ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स. पहले ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स स्टोरी सुना के बच्चों को बहुत ही अच्छी मॉरल स्टोरी सुना के बहुत ही हेल्दी ईटिंग हैबिट्स भी इनकलकेट करते थे एंड बिहेवियर भी बहुत सारी चीजें थी जिससे मेंटल हेल्थ होता ही नहीं था. आजकल बच्चे अकेले हैं, वो देखेंगे मम्मी बिजी है तो क्वेश्चन मुझे पूछना था, आज मेरा स्कूल में दिन अच्छा नहीं गया पर मम्मी बिजी है, पापा लेट आए, मैं किससे बात करूं. तो दे स्टार्ट टॉकिंग टू देयर ओन आई विल से एज ग्रुप, और उनका भी जो मेंटल लेवल है वो सेम ही है जो उस बच्चे का है. तो वो बच्चा भी सेम ही आपको एक्सप्रेस करेगा, सेम ही सजेशन देगा जो उसके दिमाग में चल रहा है. दे विल ऑल्सो नॉट बी एबल टू गिव healthy or full suggestion which is appropriate for that particular situation or condition. That's why बच्चा कई बार कम्युनिकेट नहीं कर पाता, बात नहीं कर पा रहा है. तो वो अपने आप ही आई विल से इनबिल्ट स्टोरी बनाएगा, इफ्स एंड बट्स करेगा कि अगर मैं ऐसे रिस्पॉन्ड करूंगा या वैसे करूंगा तो ये ठीक रहेगा. एंड द चाइल्ड डजंट नो व्हाट इज राइट एंड व्हाट इज रॉन्ग. सो दीज आर आई विल से मोस्ट ऑफ द फैक्टर्स व्हिच इज कंट्रीब्यूटिंग टू मेंटल हेल्थ. The 4 pillars of mental health. Again, healthy and balanced diet. जो mostly we are not able to take. We all know what is healthy and balanced diet, but majority of the person are not eating healthy and balanced diet. Maybe they are gap between meals. Maybe breakfast they are taking healthy and they are skipping lunch, and then again they are having dinner and then they are just going to sleep. No physical activity. Morning may, and lots of I will say today we have got processed food, packed foods, and they are consuming that also. Breakfast and I will say in the career, in workplace also they have got meetings or they are going outdoor touring job है जहाँ पर they are not able to eat at right time and right food. तो जो भी मिलता है they are into more of drinks like tea हो गया, aerated drinks हो गया या packed food items हो गया, which is not healthy. So, healthy and balanced diet is one of the important pillar of mental health. Then second is exercise. Thanks to lockdown, I will say कि जब से lockdown हुआ है, कोविड हुआ है, बहुत ऑनलाइन चीजें हो गई हैं जिसकी वजह से फिजिकल एक्टिविटी जीरो हो गई. स्पेशली आई विल से किड्स की, क्योंकि ऑनलाइन क्लासेस हैं, दे आर सिटिंग एंड जस्ट डूइंग एवरीथिंग ऑन आई विल से लैपटॉप. चाहे प्रोजेक्ट है, चाहे होमवर्क है, चाहे ऑनलाइन क्लासेस है या ऑनलाइन मीटिंग है, they are doing all everything in in their laptop online. जो ऑफिस गोअर्स है या टीचर्स है उनका भी अब इतना अच्छा सेटअप हो गया है, आई विल से माइंड हो गया है कि दे आर आल्सो डूइंग एवरीथिंग ऑन लैपटॉप, दे आर नॉट फिजिकली एक्टिव एट ऑल. क्योंकि फिजिकल एक्सरसाइज करने से हमारा बहुत आई विल से एनर्जी ट्रांसफर होती है जिसकी वजह से हमारा मेंटल हेल्थ आई विल से हमारा जो एक हार्मोन है, कॉर्टिसोल हार्मोन है, वो जो प्रॉपर्ली प्रोड्यूस होता है व्हेन वी डू फिजिकल एक्टिविटी. बट व्हेन देयर इज अ लैक इन फिजिकल एक्टिविटी, कहीं ना कहीं जो कॉर्टिसोल हार्मोन है इट डजंट प्रोड्यूस इन दैट वे एंड हमारा स्ट्रेस हार्मोन, स्ट्रेस रिलीज होता है बिकॉज दैट कॉर्टिसोल हार्मोन इज नॉट एबल टू प्रोड्यूस इन अ राइट वे. थर्ड इज द क्वालिटी स्लीप. आई डोंट थिंक anyone of you are sleeping for more than 7 hours in a day. मे बी 4 आवर्स होते हैं रात को 11 बजे, उसके सुबह जल्दी उठ रहे हैं, एवरीवन इज ऑन द मोबाइल. रात को भी अगर मोबाइल में कोई भी ब्लिंक आएगा तो सारे लोग खोल के देखने लग जाएंगे कि मोबाइल में क्या है, क्योंकि आई थिंक दे थिंक कि मोबाइल इज अ इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ देयर लाइफ, बट आई डोंट थिंक सो. विदाउट मोबाइल आल्सो देयर वाज लाइफ. एंड क्वालिटी स्लीप फॉर 7 to 8 hours इज इम्पोर्टेंट बिकॉज आवर बॉडी हैज गॉट अ मैकेनिज्म. जो भी हमारे पूरे दिन में बॉडी या का बेसिकली टिश्यूज हमारे टीयर होते हैं तो रिपेयर एंड मेंटेनेंस ड्यूरिंग स्लीप टाइम पे ही होता है. हमारा जो ब्लड सर्कुलेशन है उसी टाइम उसका फ्लो प्रॉपर होता है. अभी भी मैं जैसे हैंड मूव करूं तो हमारे बहुत माइन्यूट टिश्यूज ब्रेक हो रहे हैं. इट्स अ बॉडी प्रोसेस, बट व्हेन वी स्लीप फॉर 7 to 8 hours वो दोबारा से बिल्डअप हो जाता है. देन इमोशनल वेलनेस. Most of the people are now emotionally weak, I will say. बहुत छोटी छोटी चीजों में वो अपसेट हो जाते हैं, स्पेशली मेड्स नहीं आई, ओफो अब कैसे होगा, ड्राइवर नहीं आया, कैसे मैं जाऊंगा, ट्रैफिक। अब आज भी हम लोगों को स्ट्रेस था कि धनतेरस है और सुबह बारिश हो गई, पता नहीं विल गेट द ऑडियंस और नो। तो सुबह से हमारा इमोशनल वेलनेस ऐसा था कि आई डोंट नो वेदर हम जाएंगे, पता चला वापस ही जाना पड़ गया। आई एम ऑन एंग्जाइटी ड्रॉप, मैंने आज सुबह 2 बार एंग्जाइटी ड्रॉप ले ली क्योंकि मुझे था कि आई डोंट नो वेदर there will be audience or no. So thanks again that you have come in this festive season, in rainy season and pollution free season, I will say, for today. So emotional wellness is also important for your mental health. So these are the 4 pillars of mental health. Again I will repeat: healthy and balanced diet, exercise, quality sleep and emotional wellness. What impacts our eating attitudes and behavior? We are sitting almost, I think, 30 to 40 people in this room, but we have everyone has got different eating habits. क्योंकि सबके personal beliefs हैं, they have got different knowledge है. Many people say रात में दही नहीं खाना है. I'm just giving an example. But बहुत लोग कहते हैं नहीं, we should eat curd at night, but plain नहीं होना चाहिए, रायता होना चाहिए. Most of the people skip breakfast, but the meaning of breakfast is to break the fast, जो हम पूरे रात में रखते हैं. वो कहते हैं हम रात में तो खा के सो गए हैं क्योंकि हमारे पास हम लेट जाते हैं, लेट उठते हैं, तो बेसिकली वी शुड स्किप द ब्रेकफास्ट क्योंकि हमने रात को 11-12 बजे डिनर किया है, तो उसके बाद हमें भूख नहीं है. सो देयर पर्सनल बिलीव एंड नॉलेज, देन देयर डेफिनेटली स्किल्स एंड मोटिवेशन. इफ योर फैमिली वन इज कुकिंग फॉर यू, फैमिली एनी मेंबर, चाहे हस्बैंड है, चाहे वाइफ है, चाहे मदर है, चाहे फादर है, चाहे बच्चे हैं, तो वो जो स्किल होता है, स्किल एक्टिविटी होती है, उस खाने में जो आई विल से एक प्यार होता है, भाव होता है, तो उससे हमारी जो डाइट है बहुत अच्छी हम खाते हैं. मोस्टली अगर हम बाहर का खाना खाते हैं, अगर हमने दाल मखनी या पनीर मंगवाया है, वी आर नॉट एबल टू टेक इवन 1 कटोरी ऑल्सो, क्योंकि इट इज सो रिच इन लॉट्स ऑफ थिंग्स विद प्रिजर्वेटिव, आई विल से. क्योंकि रेस्टोरेंट्स में मोस्टली जो ग्रेवीज थिक की जाती है, मे बी दे आर एडिंग कॉर्नफ्लावर, मे बी दे आर एडिंग पोटैटो स्टार्च, दे आर एडिंग कलर, वी आर नॉट एबल टू ईट दैट मच. तो अगेन स्किल एंड मोटिवेशन से बहुत फर्क पड़ता है कि हाउ मच वी आर ईटिंग. एंड देन सेल्फ एफिकेसी, कि हमें अपने पे कितना कंट्रोल है. If we are taking 2 chapatis, we are taking 2 chapatis. But कई लोग होता है कि भूख से ज्यादा भी खा लेते हैं कि शायद दोबारा ना मिले इतनी अच्छी चीज, स्पेशली पार्टीज में. तो अगेन दिस इज पर्सनल. देन एनवायरमेंटल में staying in Delhi, we get each and every, I will say, fruits and vegetable pulses throughout year. But in extreme colds, जहाँ पर कल्टीवेशन नहीं है, वहाँ पर सिर्फ फ्रोजन फूड ही जाता है, तो उनको अपना आई विल से रिस्ट्रिक्शन है कि वो हेल्दी, आई विल से, फ्रेश फूड एंड वेजिटेबल्स नहीं ले पाते हैं. एंड अगेन फैमिली प्रैक्टिस एंड स्ट्रक्चर, जैसे फैमिली प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, बाहर आई विल से इन वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल दे फ्रीज द फूड एंड उसके बाद दे जब भी वो मौका मिलता है उसको फ्रीजर से निकाल के ब्लांच करके देन थॉ करके दे ईट दैट फूड, क्योंकि उनको पता है कि विंटर्स में उनको ये पर्टिकुलर चीजें नहीं मिलेंगी. देन वर्क एंड सोशल एनवायरनमेंट, अगेन जिस तरह से वर्क करें, जो स्पेशली कॉल सेंटर में लोग होते हैं जिनकी नाइट ड्यूटीज होती हैं, वो नाइट में ज्यादा खाएंगे एंड डे में कम खाएंगे, क्योंकि उनका डे उनके लिए उनकी रात है और जो उनका हमारी नाइट है उनका डे है. तो अकॉर्डिंगली it depends upon their work and social environment. Then we have got social, again जो physical access and availability है. Availability again, if we are in joint family, availability I will say ज़्यादा है. अगर हम nuclear family में हैं या working parents हैं, working बच्चे भी दूर हैं, तो उस टाइम लगता है कि 2 जने हैं, 2 जनों के लिए क्या बनाना है, चलो ब्रेड मक्खन खा लो, चलो चाय के साथ मट्ठी ले लो या सिर्फ सैलेड और सूप ले लो. And then seasonal and food supply, again this is also social, कि उस सीजन में, उस पर्टिकुलर सीजन में हमें क्या फूड सप्लाई हो रहा है, क्या हमें मिल रहा है. कई बार एल्डरली लोग होते हैं, उनके पास आई विल से कि फूड प्रॉपर पहुंच नहीं पाता है, तो जो भी उनकी स्टोरेज में होता है दे ट्राई टू यूज दैट फूड ओनली. देन जियोग्राफिकल लोकेशन विच आई हैव डिस्कस्ड, एनवायरमेंटल फैक्टर. देन इकोनॉमी, अगेन द कॉस्ट एंड इनकम. whatever we have got the cost and salary, accordingly we will buy that food. अभी recently everyone know कि टमाटर बहुत महंगे हो गए थे, तो लोगों ने टमाटर कम खाने शुरू कर दिए थे, टमाटर की जगह अमचूर और मे बी कलर डालना शुरू कर दिया था, क्योंकि everyone couldn't afford 160 kilos of tomatoes. जो लोअर पॉवर्टी लाइन है, they cannot afford dry fruits, they cannot afford milk and milk products, तो उनका जो dietary pattern है, they take more of vegetables and seasonal fruits, and instead of dry fruit they inculcate peanuts ले लेते हैं, गुड़ ले लेते हैं, ताकि उनका basically proper nutrition जा सके. Then biological में first is your hunger and appetite. Every person has got different hunger and different appetite. बहुत लोग कहते हैं कि जब हमारे पास पेशेंट या क्लाइंट आते हैं हमसे काउंसलिंग लेने, कि मुझे सुबह भूख ही नहीं लगती, मैं कितनी भी कोशिश कर लूं, मैं दूध भी पी के नहीं जा सकते, उसके बाद मुझे जैसे मैं ऑफिस जाता हूं तो मुझे 11 बजे जो भूख लगती है, उसके जो भी चाय के साथ मिलता है, चाहे समोसा है या पैक्ड फूड है, वो मैं एकदम से खा लेता हूँ, और उसके बाद फिर मेरी भूख मर जाती है. अगर मैं सुबह खा जाऊं तो मुझे सारा दिन ब्लोटिंग और एसिडिटी रहेगी. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई स्किप ब्रेकफास्ट. Most of the people they skip lunch also, because they say if we'll eat lunch we'll not able to work efficiently. So hunger and appetite also plays an important biological factor. Then level of activity. If we are doing physical activity, strenuous activity, we maybe tend to eat more calories. But if we are leading a sedentary lifestyle, if we are office work, so we really want to cut down on the high fat and high sugar. We want to inculcate more of high fiber diet and more of complex carbs, which give us energy also and proper nutrition also. Then personal preference and palatability. Again, mostly North Indians will say the breakfast is parantha or puri aloo. If you go down south, you will get only idli and vada and upma or dosa. You will not get paranthas. And if you go, in Bihar or in Jharkhand, आपको वहाँ जलेबी और कचौड़ी मिलेगी. So it's only different, I will say, palate preferences also. Now it's a gut-brain connection. Most of the people think we have one brain, but being a nutritionist, I will say we have got two brains. First is our brain, which is everyone knows, and second is our gut. Gut we call is a second brain, because there is a gut-brain connection. बिकॉज जैसा खाए अन्न वैसा हो मन, ये हमारी बहुत पुराना फ्रेज है जो बहुत बड़े लोगों ने बनाया था, कुछ सोचकर ही बनाया था, कि अन्न और मन का बहुत प्रॉपर कनेक्शन है. The gut brain connection is a complex relationship between the digestive system and CNS, basically central nervous system. A healthy gut is essential for good mental health. And poor nutrition can damage the gut and lead to mental health issues. Because the gut produces up to 90 to 95% of body serotonin, which I will explain in your next slide what is serotonin. And eating a healthy diet that supports gut health can improve your serotonin production and overall mental health and the physical well-being example also. And example of I will say gut healthy foods are fermented food. Fermented जो हमारा इडली है, ढोकला है, या in that case दही है, लस्सी है, हमारा भटूरा होता है, जो पहले खमीरी रोटी होती थी, ये सारे fermented food है, because it produces your serotonin and good quality of enzyme in a proper way, which helps in proper digestion and absorption. And then again prebiotic food, जो हमारा घर का अचार होता था, जो हम सिट्रस फ्रूट खाते हैं या हाई फाइबर खाते हैं, जो पुराने जमाने में अचार थे विदाउट कलर, विदाउट प्रिजर्वेटिव, इट वाज अ गुड प्रीबायोटिक which was very good for healthy gut. अगर आप देखेंगे हमारे जितने भी इंडिया में थालीज है, चाहे नॉर्थ इंडियन थाली है, चाहे साउथ इंडियन थाली है, या वेस्ट की थाली है, या बॉम्बे की थाली है, उसमें एक अचार और एक मीठा जरूर होता है. But nowadays we are taking pickles from market which has got color and preservative and lots of chemical to preserve and to increase their shell life, I will say. So that's why market pickle is definitely not good, but homemade pickle is very good for your healthy gut, because it completes your whole meal. It's a balanced diet because it is giving you probiotics which is healthy for your gut. So As I told you, what is serotonin? It's basically a neurotransmitter that regulates your mood, appetite, and sleep. That's why I say gut is a second brain with almost 90 to 95% of serotonin is produced. And these three are important for your mental health, mood, appetite, and sleep. And when we have low levels of serotonin, it is definitely linked to depression, anxiety, and other mental health disorders. And serotonin is produced from the amino acid, the tryptophan, which is found in many food. As we say, tryptophan is precursor of serotonin. So we should have food which is rich in tryptophan. Foods that boost serotonin. There are certain food that can increase serotonin production in the brain, including your carbohydrates, protein-rich foods, and foods high in tryptophan. Example: whole grains, legumes, nuts, seeds, poultry, fish, and dairy products. But again, these things we need to take in a balanced way. It's not that if I have said whole grain, you're eating whole grain all the day. If I am saying legumes or nuts and seeds, every time you're telling your mother कि मेरे हर चीज में nuts and seeds डाल दो. Excess of everything is again bad also. So we should have healthy and proportionate diet. The liver can also use tryptophan to produce niacin, that is vitamin B3, which is needed for your energy metabolism and DNA production. In order for tryptophan in the diet to be changed into niacin, the body needs to have enough iron, riboflavin, and vitamin B6. Like if we go to any doctor and I will say to any counselor, वो सबसे पहले कहेंगे अपना blood test कराओ अगर आपको anxiety or depression है, because they want to see कि what are your vitamin B6 level, what are your iron levels, what are your B12 levels, and what is your vitamin D levels. Because all these levels, if they are not in I will say in their proper thing, if they are low, it will definitely have impact on your gut metabolism, liver metabolism, which again will affect your mental health. And again, the food sources of tryptophan are cheese, chicken, egg whites, fish, milk, sunflower seeds, peanuts, pumpkin seeds, sesame seed, and soya beans. These all are important for your gut health, again in a balanced way. What we eat may affect not just our physical health but also our mental health and well-being also. I am sure कि जो अभी तक I have given you some important some information. You must all be aware और थोड़ा सा आपको लग रहा होगा कि हाँ definitely food plays an important role in mental health also, not in physical health also. You are what you eat. हम जो खाते हैं हम वैसे ही रहते हैं. अच्छा खाएंगे स्वस्थ रहेंगे, हेल्दी खाएंगे मतलब स्वस्थ रहेंगे. अगर हम एराटिक ईटिंग करेंगे, गैप करेंगे, तो हमारी फिजिकल हेल्थ और मेंटल हेल्थ में इफेक्ट आएगा. What we eat can affect our mental health. Again, we need to have protein in our diets, carbohydrates, fruits and vegetables, zinc, iron, and omega-3 fatty acids. As all of you know, protein is a building block of the body. I have explained you earlier also, because when we if we sleep, protein helps to repair and maintain our body during our sleep. If you're not taking high protein, especially after the surgeries or if after any stress activity, so whatever stress or जो हमारा I will say after surgeries हमारा recovery बहुत slow होगा, because protein again plays it's a body building of the body. कार्बोहाइड्रेट गिव्स अस एनर्जी. बहुत लोग आजकल कार्बोहाइड्रेट लेना छोड़ दिए. कार्बोहाइड्रेट है मेरा वेट बढ़ जाएगा, मैं नहीं खाऊंगा, मैं सिर्फ फ्रूट्स एंड वेजिटेबल्स खाऊंगा, रोटी नहीं खाऊंगा, चावल नहीं खाऊंगा कि मुझे डॉक्टर ने मना किया है कि अपना वेट कम करो. Everything has got carbohydrates. They forget cereal is different. Carbohydrates are different. Carbohydrates आपके fruits and vegetables में भी हैं, pulses में भी हैं, and आपका मोटा अनाज है, दलिया है, आटा है, millets and सब में carbs है. We say कि if you want to restrict your cereal intake, not your carbs intake. And cereal में आपका आता है गेहूं, चावल, दलिया, ये मैदा, सूजी, ये आपका cereal आता है. आपका जो किनुआ या रागी है, These are complex cereals, which is again healthy form of carbohydrate and important for your gut health. Fruits and vegetables again, they are rich in high fiber, they are colorful, they have got antioxidants, they are low in calories, and they have got important, I will say, micronutrients in the form of iron, vitamin C, vitamin B12, vitamin B6. They are very important. Zinc, if we have got low levels of zinc in our body, it impacts your again appetite, mood and emotional state. And it lowers your energy level also if we have got low level of zinc. आयरन डेफिशिएंसी एवरीवन नोज कि आयरन डेफिशिएंसी है आपको अनीमिया हो जाता है. जब हमें अनीमिया है, आयरन लो है, तो हमारी एक्टिविटी बहुत लो हो जाती है. एनर्जी लेवल ऐसा लगता है कि हमारे में कुछ है ही नहीं. हम सुबह भी उठेंगे तो लगेगा लो लेवल्स ऑफ एनर्जी, हमारा लैक ऑफ कॉन्सेंट्रेशन हो जाता है किसी चीज में हमारा मन नहीं लगता बिकॉज वी आर लो इन आवर ब्लड. एंड ओमेगा 3 फैटी एसिड्स, बहुत लोगों ने ऑयल खाना छोड़ दिया कि हमारा वेट बढ़ जाएगा. आज से आई विल से 20 इयर्स बैक बहुत लोगों ने प्योर घी खाना छोड़ दिया था क्योंकि घी से हमारा वेट बढ़ता है. और जिन ने मेजॉरिटी ऑफ आई विल से मिडिल एज लोगों ने उस टाइम प्योर घी खाना छोड़ दिया था, बच्चों को भी देना छोड़ दिया था, उनकी बोन हेल्थ में इफेक्ट आ गया है, जॉइंट में इफेक्ट आ गया है, बिकॉज प्योर घी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर आवर लुब्रिकेशन ऑफ बोन्स. That's why we always say we should restrict fat. No fat नहीं होना चाहिए. Restriction भी, we should restrict the refined fat. We should go for सरसों का तेल. We should go for pure ghee. We should go for peanut oil because they have got all healthy fats. Olive oil is also very good, but olive oil is not good for your Indian cooking क्योंकि उसका टेम्परेचर जैसे ही बढ़ेगा उसके जो प्रॉपर्टीज हैं वो डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाएंगी. Olive oil is only good for your salads or your, I will say pasta. Not more than this. If you want to go for frying, go use peanut oil. You can cook your dal in pure ghee. And सरसों के तेल में you can cook your vegetables. And it's very important कि आप रोटी में भी अपना थोड़ा pure ghee लगाएं. क्योंकि pure ghee is important at every stage of life for your bone health and your mental health. Okay, you are saying mindless eating, the term. Can anyone tell what did you understand from this word, mindless eating?
Eating without hunger.
Eating without hunger, okay?
Eating while working, etc. While watching television, while working.
Yes. Anyone else?
I think also what it literally means that we don't think about
Eating
what
while
we're
working.
eating. We're just
Eat
eating.
while working, you say.
Eating with stress.
Eating with stress, yes.
Munching this breakfast and all these things.
Yes.
And not enjoying the food.
Correct. We are not enjoying the food. We are working, as this slide is showing, we are not enjoying the food. We are eating with working. We are, our mind has distracted. First, initially, आपने क्या सुना ही होगा कि आप भी उस जनरेशन के हैं कि हमारे जब दादा दादी नाना नहीं कहते, हम बैठ के खाते थे, हमारा ध्यान खाने में होता था, हमें 20 मिनट लगाते थे, 32 टाइम्स बाइट करते थे, और साथ में हमें बताया एक बहुत थोड़ा सा अच्छा सा म्यूजिक लगा होता था, या चुपचाप खाते थे कि जो हम खा रहे हैं हम हजम कर सके, प्रॉपर्ली डाइजेस्ट हो सके. आजकल देखेंगे कई बच्चे दूध ही नहीं पी के जाते, कई भागते भागते दूध ले रहे हैं, कई अगर आप देखोगे गाड़ी में खा रहे हैं, गाड़ी में खा भी रहे हैं, ड्राइव भी कर रहे हैं, फोन पे भी बात कर रहे हैं, गाने भी सुन रहे हैं. तो दे डोंट नो एक्चुअली व्हाट दे आर ईटिंग. दे आर ईटिंग बिग बाइट्स आल्सो, दे आर नॉट चूइंग इट वेरी वेल. इनिशियली पहले लोग स्मॉल बाइट्स लेते थे, एक एक चीज का स्वाद लेते थे और फिर बताते हुए थे दाल में नमक कम है, सब्जी में तेल ज्यादा है. आज आप कुछ भी रख दो वो खा लेंगे क्योंकि उनको दे डोंट गिव इम्पोर्टेंस टू व्हाट दे आर ईटिंग. दे जस्ट है कि मुझे अपना काम खत्म करना है, मुझे फ्रेंड से बात करनी है, मुझे बाहर जाना है, मुझे अपना फेवरेट सीरीज देखना है. एंड रात को भी होगा कि फेवरेट सीरीज देख रहे हैं तो पॉपकॉर्न और कोल्ड ड्रिंक चलेगा या मैगी चलेगी. तो दीज आर ऑल माइंडलेस ईटिंग, और दैट्स व्हाई दे डोंट concentrate on what is mindful eating. And I'm sure most of us are having mindless eating only.
Junk food.
Junk food is also, but if we are eating healthy diet also, अगर हम दाल रोटी सब्जी भी खा रहे हैं बट हमारा प्रॉपर कंसंट्रेशन नहीं है उसमें, हम टीवी में देख लेंगे, फोन आएगा तो हम फोन लेके खा रहे, आधा खाना छोड़ दिया, ठंडा हो गया, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता। तो हमारा जो ब्रेन है वो हमें सिग्नल देता है 20 सेकंड के लिए कि आपका गट अब इट्स एम्प्टी, यू नीड टू फिल दैट गट। अगर बीच में छोड़ दो तो हम कहेंगे हमारा मन ही नहीं, क्योंकि अब आपका गट में एक जो हार्मोन होता है ग्रेलिन, जो हमारी एपेटाइट को बढ़ाता है, वो प्रोड्यूस होना स्टॉप हो जाता है।
But is human body wired for multitasking? We are all, everybody is saying now, millennials and Gen Z, we are doing multitasking. Everybody is like you said, so many things we are doing at the
Yes,
same time.
I do agree with you. We should do multitasking, but not with the food. We are working for food only.
But I think it's the wrong concept. Actually, multitasking is a very bad thing because actually it decreases the quality. If I do one thing at one point of time, I can do it better with better quality, with better focus. Whether it is eating, definitely eating, but other things also we should focus on one thing at a time. That is, I think, old concept, traditional thing.
No, I do agree. As I told you, I do agree with your this thing. Multitasking is very important. But again, if
Not
we
important. I think it is, other way around. I think we should focus on one thing at a time. That was the old concept. Actually, we are taking a U-turn with technology. Everything we are glamorizing, multitasking. These new terms are coming, and this is actually anti-nature. This is climate change, basically.
it's a climate change is, I will say, need of an hour, because we have got, I think, lots of work pressure and we have got less of time. And in
Who is putting this pressure on us? This society.
society, I do agree.
That is what I think. I am anti-society, anti-social. I want to be anti-social because I want to go back in time. Time machine.
Yes.
Because actually climate change is a business. We are glamorizing all these things. And at the same time, we have the choice. Everybody is absorbed, consumed in the mobile phone. Our life is captured by this mobile phone.
I do agree. I think you have said the right thing. You have said the right thing. At home also we should make the rules. While eating no mobile, we should communicate with each other. We should make a rule.
But we can talk about it. Nobody follows it. It's good for getting the claps. That's all.
Okay, we'll talk about this after the session. So, this is a small, I will say, questionnaire which I will ask you. We'll be taking a break now. It is an interactive session. I will ask and you will answer. Have you ever experienced any of this? Craving for sweets after having your meals?
Yes. Good.
But why? Is it craving or it's your habit?
It's very useful. It's better than the sugar.
It's better than your sugar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it helps in detoxification.
The sugar, sweet.
Detoxification as a whole body.
No, I am saying this craving for sweets after having your
I
meal.
am specifically saying good.
Good. Okay, you're saying good. Okay.
Not others.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, good is good. I will
I am
say.
talking only good.
No, I am talking about sweets.
No.
Sir,
Just
she's
good.
asking, do you have cravings for sweets?
Not I.
Good itself
You
is
have
a sweet.
cravings for good.
Yeah. Good itself.
Good is okay, but someone have got craving for sweets like chocolates, muffins, ice creams, gulab jamun.
Because our topic is mood and food.
Yes,
You see,
but good is
Mood and food. Whenever you take the dark chocolate, it helps a lot.
Dark chocolate again, yeah, it's an antidepressant. We also say.
तो आपका बहुत अच्छा रहता है.
Because you maybe at that time low on sugar. That
Dark chocolate.
Okay.
I would like to add, craving is different and having sweet for the sake of having sweet good हो जाए
Yes,
anything वो अलग है, but craving कि हो रही मीठे के बगैर रहा नहीं जाएगा, that is different.
Cravings.
We'll discuss about this. These are just small questions we are asking.
I am Dr. Chopra. So some people have extraordinary craving for a particular thing.
Yes.
So cravings may be degrees there.
Again, yes, we will
You know,
discuss.
जैसे we'll discuss.
Yes, sir.
Extraordinary craving.
Yes, I know.
Repeatedly.
Yes,
वो
I
बात
know.
अलग है.
Yes.
एक स्मॉल क्वांटिटी लेना है बात अलग है. अब एक आदमी सिगरेट अगर देखो इतना पोल्यूशन है, we are inhaling how many cigarettes? We are passive smokers. I am not. सब पी रहे हैं सिगरेट.
Okay, now we'll discuss why these cravings occur. We'll
तो वो depending on the quantity and that thing.
Yes.
How much you are actually
Craving
taking.
is something intense desire.
Yes, these are basically
that is a craving.
yes, intense desire.
Intense
But
desire. That is
again, it is again related to your brain.
मैं रह ही नहीं सकता उसके बिना.
Excessive
एक
craving for
irresistible होता है,
sweets
irresistible.
denotes that there is imbalance in
So you have to find your desire from within.
Yeah.
No, we'll discuss. I'm telling you, I'm just asking questions, so you can relate maybe the next following slides why we have got craving for different foods.
इसमें तो आप yes or no कर लो ना.
इसमें yes or no मैं कर रही हूँ.
Raise your hand.
Yes or no?
I think everybody will raise their hand.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
दिवाली पे कौन सी मीठा खाएगा?
इसीलिए डॉक्टर रखा गया.
दिवाली पे अब आगे भैया तू जा रहा है.
It's a basically premenstrual syndrome. It's for females only. Yeah, I will just ask the females. Have you ever have got cravings for chocolates during PMS? And you're able to know that now you'll be having your cycle, isn't it? Yes. It's only yes and no question answers. You have craving for a particular kind of food when away from family or parents.
Craving for a particular kind of food.
Yes.
Alcohol.
No?
Yes. Yes.
Alcohol. Very good. Because if you got craving for alcohol, I will say because you have accepted to live without your family. If we have got craving for alcohol, we are accepting the failure in our life. We are accepting that we are away from the family. Acceptance of whatever the situation is. Okay.
Craving is something in the case of alcohol that you can't live without it.
No.
That is more than intense
That is an
desire.
addiction.
So whether you have a family or you don't have a
Sir,
family,
there is a difference between addiction and craving.
Yeah, that's an
Yes,
addiction.
addiction and craving is totally different terms.
So in the case of alcohol, that is what I am saying.
Yeah.
It will not be called as craving, it will be called as addiction.
Yes. Exactly.
Yes.
Is alcohol a food?
Alcohol is a part of the
This is
food.
a question craving for a particular
The
kind of food.
alcohol is nowadays I will say part of the food.
Part of the food, but it's not a food.
But in regulated and moderate quantities. But if you are having, you are an alcoholic, which means you are excessively dependent on and you are an addict.
Yes.
That is alcoholism.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, again then next when you are on the restrictive diet, you crave for the same restriction items. Like for in case if you are diabetic, restriction is for your sugar, for your I will say puddings, cakes, high fried food. Any one of you, you have got craving for that food कि अब मेरे को मिठाई खाना है और चोरी छुपे खाते हैं.
Yes.
Yes, I am diabetic and I do have craving for sweets and sweet fruit and sweet things.
And what about midnight cravings? Who are awake during?
Yes, yes, yes. I am
Yes.
Yes. So what do you take during midnight?
something to munch
Popcorn.
What it is after.
Yeah.
chips or
Chips. Yes. I think most of the people I will say who have got midnight cravings, they go for popcorn, chips, Maggie, chocolate, aerated drinks,
Exactly.
and cookies. I will say
even ice cream.
ice creams, kurkure. Because these are easily available also, and it basically improves your taste buds also. I mean, not improve it, I will say, you feel happy about it. That you have eaten something which is tasty for your tongue. Okay.
There's another point in the day when I've had a very long day and I've just entered home.
Hmm.
And of course, this is not lunch time or dinner time, this is in between time.
Hmm.
Which is when I feel like eating, like I could eat this bottle. Like I'm so hungry and I'm really looking for some namkeen or something crunchy just as I enter home.
Because maybe, ma'am, you have not eaten your well balanced diet during the day, and you are having nutrient deficiency. You are low in your energy level. You are low in your some particular, I will say, nutrients. That's why you can eat anything at that time, whatever is available. There's a gap between me. That's why. Okay. Have you ever experienced any anxiety or disturbed gut before any important meeting or exam?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
but not most of the time.
Today.
Sometimes. Once in a while.
Once in a while, no? And you have have any experience eating more in the social gatherings
Yes.
on parties?
Yes.
Yes, because you're happy at that time. You want to enjoy that, and food is something, there's a great connection with the celebration also, and जब तक हम खाते रहते हैं वो भी देर तक उस celebration को enjoy करते हैं. Whenever we go to any parties or शादी, तो हम कहते हैं पहले snacks खा लें ताकि gap आ जाए ताकि हम ज़्यादा देर तक रह सकें. ताकि हम डिनर भी enjoy कर सकें. We have, you know,
we get lot of varieties also.
नहीं variety है, but you know,
घर में तो कहाँ 100 variety मिलेगा.
that is also, but
we'll love to eat everything.
yes.
सर फ्री का अच्छा सबको होता है.
क्यों सगन नहीं देते आप? सगन तो दे के आओ.
वसूली भी तो सर उतना ही
क्या बात
करेगा.
है? That is not
a diet chart here.
फ्री का क्या?
Sorry.
You've written a diet chart here.
Diet chart. It's not.
What should we eat in?
Diwali. Here we tell you. This is Diwali delicacy which.
I have a different question. I eat in restaurants and clubs. Where do you get this kind of?
Sir, we'll come to it.
We'll tell you.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
One more thing, like sometimes like we tend to use our stomach as a storage thing. Like we suppose I have to, I know that I will not get time for next 12 hours. I have to, like I have a workout, I will not get time to eat. So I took 2 meals at one go, and then I will fast for next one day.
This is our mindset. This is a mindset only that we are filling our gut like a camel. हमें वो साइकोलॉजिकल है, जैसे साइकोलॉजिकल फैक्टर रहता है कि हमें अब शायद 12 घंटे का बिफोर फास्ट टाइम से जब हमारा करवा चौथ का फास्ट होता है या नवरात्रों का फास्ट होता है, जब हमारा प्याज लहसुन बंद हो जाता है, नॉनवेज बंद हो जाता है, तो एक हफ्ता मोस्टली लोगों के घर में चिकन प्याज और ये चीजें बनेगी, एग्स बनेगी, क्योंकि अब हमें वीक नहीं मिलेगा. चाहे आप पूरे साल हफ्ता हफ्ता चिकन या नॉनवेज एग ना खाओ, बट नवरात्रों से पहले या जैसे आपने बोला है, कई जैसे बच्चे बाहर जाते हैं, हॉस्टल जाते हैं, उनकी मदर जैसे ही बच्चे आते हैं उनका सारा फेवरेट फूड डंप करने लग जाते हैं. ये भी बना के रख दो, वो भी बना के रख दो ताकि मेरा बच्चा खा ले. इट्स ओनली अ साइकोलॉजिकली माइंडसेट. आवर बॉडी डजंट नीड इट, बट अगेन दिस इज अ साइको-सोशल फैक्टर व्हिच अगेन इंपैक्ट्स योर मेंटल एंड फिजिकल हेल्थ.
जैसे हम binge watching करते हैं, वैसे binge eating.
Binge eating भी है. Again, eating alone or avoid eating when stressed or depressed. And binge eating in extreme modes.
Avoid eating, yes.
When we are stressed or depressed, sometimes we like to eat alone, sometimes we don't want to eat, sometimes we eat a lot.
Yeah.
These are all part of cravings. And binge eating in again extreme moods. Again, हमारे moods जब swings होते हैं, जब हम बहुत खुश होते हैं, तो हमें जो भी मिलता है हम खाने लग जाते हैं विदाउट वॉचिंग द कैलोरीज, विदाउट वॉचिंग कि किसी के लिए बचा है या नहीं बचा. और अगर हम सैड हो जाते हैं तो यू नो थोड़ा सब कुछ खाने लग जाते हैं टू बेसिकली डाइवर्ट आवर माइंड. सो दिस इज द टॉपिक वी विल से cravings. As you say, craving is an intense desire for something and is one of the hallmark of psychological dependence. It can be, if you try to stop your addiction or even just cut down on your drug, basically your medications or any kind of, I will say, thing you're eating, you'll experience cravings. We are likely to feel the following when we crave for certain kind of food. And this is the reality, this is a fact. And studies have been done a lot from the long time. I'll start with the milk thing, milk and milk product. Have you ever thought why milk is the first food of an infant? Why milk only?
It is wholesome.
It's okay, wholesome.
Connection with the mother.
It gives immunity to the child.
Immunity also, yes, correct.
Bonding with the mother.
Bonding with the mother, yes. Basically, when you, now I'll come to craving. When we crave for milk and milk product, like dahi hai, ya lassi hai, ya milk shakes hai, ice creams hai, we want, you know, it's a basically gives a feeling of love, safety, security, and you know, you want to be pampered. You want to be pampered. जैसे आपने देखा होगा इंडिया में भी बहुत वैलेंटाइन और ये सब हो रहा है. वैलेंटाइन में जब हम जाते हैं या हम अपनी कजिन्स के साथ भी जाते हैं या फैमिली में गेट टुगेदर होते हैं तो हम मिल्क एंड मिल्क चीज ही लेते हैं. पुडिंग हो गई है, मिल्क शेक्स हो गया है, लस्सी हो गया है. बिकॉज वी रियली वांट टू यू नो बेसिकली फील पैम्पर्ड. हमें लगता है कि कोई हमें प्यार करे, कोई हमें कर्डल करे. इट्स अ सेंस ऑफ सिक्योरिटी, सेंस ऑफ सेफ्टी. And now then, whenever you have a feeling of milk and milk products, तो आपको ये लगना चाहिए craving हो रही है, इसका मतलब आपको किसी से थोड़ा सा एक प्यार बड़ा वो चाहिए, मूवमेंट चाहिए, कोई आपकी तारीफ कर दे, कोई आपके पास बैठ जाए, आपसे कोई बात कर ले. दैट इज अ इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ क्रेविंग. जब हम खुश होते हैं, हम कहीं कोई अचीव करते हैं, वी वांट टू सेलिब्रेट, तो हम चॉकलेट एंड फेवरेट फूड करते हैं. हम कुछ भी अचीव करते हैं, बच्चा आपका फर्स्ट आता है तो वो साइकोलॉजिकली सोचते हैं घर में मैंने कुछ अचीव किया, मैं डिबेट में फर्स्ट आया तो मम्मा से मैं घर जाके अपना फेवरेट फूड लूंगा. सेलिब्रेशंस में भी वी ट्राई टू हैव हैव स्वीट थिंग्स. एंगेजमेंट हो गई, शादी हो गई है, फेस्टिव सीजन है, हम पहले मीठे से ही वो करते हैं. एंगेजमेंट है, कांग्रेचुलेशन, आप मीठा करें. बर्थडे है, चलो केक काटें, chocolates there, because we want to celebrate that particular moment. We are very happy. When we are sad or hurt, blind light मिल जाए में फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. मतलब when you crave for that, but अगर आपको लग रहा है कि आसपास आपके जो भी अपने loved ones हैं, वो बारी बारी खाने में कोई कमी नहीं निकाल रहे, जो भी आप दे रहे हो खा रहे हो, something is bothering them. तो you need to ask कि क्या हो गया. You need to ask your people around you कि why you are once in a while it's okay, once in a while हमें भी खिचड़ी खानी अच्छी लगती है, bland diet खानी अच्छी लगती है, but if that is particularly happening again and again कि breakfast में भी सिर्फ bread खा रहे हैं, no complaints, मम्मी पूछ रही है कि बेटा क्या खाना है, कुछ भी दे दो, एंड आप फेवरेट फूड आइटम्स भी नहीं दे रहे, घिया तोरी दे रहे हो, दाल चावल दे रहे हो, दही चावल दे रहे हो, आपका बच्चा खा रहा है, तो समथिंग इज बॉदरिंग दैट पर्सन, योर चाइल्ड. सो यू नीड टू आस्क व्हाट इज बॉदरिंग, कि आपको, क्योंकि खाने से बहुत पता चल जाता है कि बच्चों के बिहेवियर के लिए. अगेन आई विल से व्हेन यू आर रेस्टलेस और एंगर, किसी ना किसी पे आपको गुस्सा आ रहा है, चाहे अपने पर ही आ रहा है कि आज मुझसे प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ, आज मुझसे ये गलती हो गई है, तो यू लाइक टू क्रेव फॉर क्रंची फूड. इसमें आपका चिप्स भी आ सकता है, इन दैट केस सैलेड भी आ सकता है. आपका सैलेड भी बारी बारी खाने का मन करती है, क्रंच है, यू वांट टू ट्रांसफर योर एंगर इन दैट क्रंच. पॉपकॉर्न है, रोस्टेड मखाना है, बट इफ यू आर ईटिंग देम इन अ वेरी स्मॉल क्वांटिटी, नॉट एवरी मतलब बारी बारी नहीं, यू आर डिमांडिंग फॉर इट, दैट मीन्स यू आर ओके, बट क्रेविंग बारी बारी लग रही है, तो दैट मीन्स इट इज अ साइन दैट यू आर रेस्टलेस. सो यू नीड टू सी बेसिकली योर इमोशंस की मैं किस बात पे मुझे बॉदर हो रहा है, जिसकी वजह से मुझे गुस्सा भी आ रहा है और मेरे को यही चीज बारी बारी क्रेव हो रहा है. यू नीड टू लिसन टू योर इमोशनल बाउट्स. When we want,
but dairy में आपने कहा dairy like dairy products की craving होती है, but why do we crave only for the things that are sweet or which suit our taste buds? Like dairy में buttermilk is also their charge, but उसकी craving नहीं होती हमें sweet लस्सी.
क्योंकि हम खुश भी हैं और हमें प्यार भी चाहिए. Like balance, I will say that when we want to celebrate, when we are happy, we crave for sweet thing or our favorite food. Sweet food also give us, feeling of happiness, feeling of celebration.
But ये जो feeling of happiness है, feeling of, but are these not all non-healthy things? Most of them. जो भी हमें happiness या ये taste buds को हमारे tickle करते हैं.
देखो, we can take healthy food item, milk shake, आप fruit shake लो, apple shake लो, banana shake लो without sugar. It's sweet also, it's healthy also. If you're taking sweet lassi, it's very good because it's a fermented also. And again, sugar, some amount is very important for our body because it also gives us energy.
But India is the diabetes capital of the world.
No, diabetic. I'm not talking about diabetes. I'm talking general. If you're diabetic, then you can, add again. You can have smoothies. You can have strawberry smoothie or apple smoothie. The natural form of sugar.
They are very, very costly and they are not.
You can add good. You can add dates. Now we have got red carrots. You can have carrot ki kheer. You can have carrot juice, which give you your natural form of sugar.
By default, 50% of Indians are, if not diabetic, they are pre-diabetic. They are going to be. They are on that path.
Yes.
By all these things.
Yes.
Sometimes when your energy levels are low, that is the time I feel like having, like you had this cocoa berry. Now it doesn't, exist anymore. Cocoa berry was an outlet which used to sell all sorts of syrupy sweets.
Yes. I do
With some
remember.
strawberries and mashed berries in it.
Yes, I do remember.
Yes, but now
sugar का relation to, if I understand correctly, is the fact that that's a lack of serotonin जब body में कम होता है, the moment I take sugar, the hypothalamus gets the signal.
Yes.
So sugar release करता है क्योंकि normal आपका depression या आपके low होते हैं तो उतना serotonin gut produce नहीं, gut is not producing that enough.
नहीं,
That's one of the
again,
biggest reasons that sugar creates that. Happy enjoys that abroad में यूपी लंदन में जाते हैं sun नहीं आता तो eat so much of sugar. I mean हम तो कुछ भी नहीं खाते हैं amount of sugar that they have.
But they do physical activity also.
Yes.
They do physical activity also. That's why they are able to, I will say, consume that much of sugar.
Yeah.
We are not able to consume that much of sugar because we are lacking in physical activity. And sugar, again I told you, sugar is an important part. It gives you instant energy. Energy dense food are complex carbohydrate, sugar based only. But we should see again, like maybe you don't have reserve of sugar. Lots of people have reserve of sugar, so they don't crave or as you say serotonin level.
Yes.
The hypothalamus you just talked about, because maybe again you don't have that energy store of sugar. So we need to reserve each and everything. Sugar is an important part of our life. Sugar, salt.
So sugar, like what I would say is, if I go for a run, and if I go for a quick run game, then I would never have that craving for sugar. But if I had a very sedentary day, because I'm feeling low, then I would have a craving for sugar. Because even the carbohydrates actually end up releasing a lot of sugar,
Yes,
right? I mean,
yes,
your
the
routine
end product of carbs
so
is sugar
everything.
only.
So sugar तो पूरे दिन ही खा रहे हैं, instant energy के
But that form of sugar is healthy for our system. These are not direct sugar. The direct sugar, if we take excess of direct sugar, it may harm us. But everything we are eating, after metabolism, it is turning into sugar only, glucose only.
Yes.
Whether we are eating fat, whether we are eating protein, whether we are eating carbs, the end result is glucose only. But they are healthy glucose.
But they should not be spiked.
Yes, they should be spiked.
Insulin resistance create कर देता है
Yes,
body.
but again, देखिए बहुत सारे, if we are taking lots of fructose food, fructose get converted to sucrose and I will say sucrose and lactose, then they get converted into glucose. So this, it takes long time to convert fructose into glucose. और जब तक fructose high fiber भी है, because fructose is only present in fruits only. That's why we say fruit, because fiber है, fructose है, and it takes time to convert fructose into sugar. तो जितना mean time वो glucose में convert करता है तो level of जो sugar है वो कम हो जाता है. But आपके पूरे body में it gets circulated also.
What
That
about ice creams, man?
ice cream, so I will say it is unhealthy because ice cream doesn't have, I will say, proper milk. It is made up of hydrogenated oil. If you have ever seen the label of ice cream, it will have only milk solids and hydrogenated oil. If it's a home-based ice cream, then I will say it's healthy. Because at home you're not adding any kind of preservative or I will say emulsifier. Yes.
I've noticed all ice creams have 10% palm oil except Amul and Amul. So I only take Amul and Mother Dairy.
Yes, Amul and Mother Dairy, they are still healthy ice cream. But again, if you take in excess, because in one bar of ice cream, I will say the sugar part is 3 दिन की चीनी चली जाती है आपकी. Yes.
Aerated drinks, this Coke and all.
We are taking now the slide is the dangers of processed food. Processed foods are often high in sugar, sodium, and saturated fats, which again have a negatively impact on mental health. These food causes again mood swings, fatigue, and inflammation of our internal organs, and encouraging especially adolescents to limit their intake of processed foods because adolescent is an important milestone of our life. If there is any kind of, I will say, deficiency or defect during adolescent, it will be for lifelong. चाहे वो mental health है, चाहे physical health है, any deficiency like iron deficiency, calcium deficiency, vitamin D, it can be for the lifelong also. So we should encourage adolescents to limit the intake of processed food and focus on whole nutrient dense foods, which can again help promote your good mental health. Food as a positive tool. We say we have got lots of, I will say, therapy. At VIMHANS, we have got lots of therapies like yoga therapy, dance therapy, music therapy, group discussion, craft activity, games है, indoor games है, outdoor games, and we have got food and culinary therapy. But as we say, food as is a positive tool because food is a ADL, food is an activity of daily living, and we encourages our, I will say, client and caregivers, and that everyone, it should not be gender biased, whether it's a male or female. Every child from the beginning, they should learn ADL, activity of daily living, whether it's cooking food, whether it's washing your clothes, washing utensil, and making your bed, your hygiene, keeping your room clean, because it's an important part of the physical health and mental health. आप घर पे जाओ, अगर आपका बेड बिखरा हुआ हो, आपको पहले गुस्सा आ जाएगा, isn't it? आप थक कर मैं घर में गया हूँ, देखो बेड भी बिखरा हुआ है, कपड़े भी बिखरे हुए हैं, तो you feel very upset about it, because it's when you want to go reach home after tired some work, you want to see a neat and clean room, isn't it? So it's a part of ADL. Food is the only therapy where we are using 5 senses together. Can anyone suggest any therapy or any activity where we are using 5 senses together?
Okay.
Food, I mean, food therapy, culinary therapy. Any activity. डांस है, योगा है, आर्ट है, स्टडिंग है, गार्डनिंग है, कम्युनिकेशन है, लिसनिंग टू म्यूजिक है, लिसनिंग टू लेक्चर्स है, वाचिंग टीवी है, गोइंग आउट विद योर फ्रेंड्स.
Pottery making is also very.
Sorry?
Pottery making is also.
Pottery making, but are you using 5 senses? So when we use 5 senses together, when the 5 senses work together, our happy hormone, happy chemical, dopamine, serotonin is produced like anything. And this we have done in VIMHANS. We make our patient to cook. And when they cook, we give them finest equipments like inductions, air fryers, soup makers, waffle maker, OTGs, oven. When they cook together, and at the end, you can see a smile on their face. Self-achievement. And as I told you, food is an ADL, activity of daily living. Without food, no one can survive. And their hidden talents also, emerges. बहुत लोगों को लगता है अच्छा मेरे को तो कड़छी भी पकड़नी नहीं आती है. पेरेंट्स भी आके बोलते हैं हमने यहाँ पैसे खाना बनाने के लिए नहीं दिए, हमने बच्चे के ट्रीटमेंट के लिए दिए. But it's a part of the treatment. So we have to convince. हमारा बच्चा खाना कैसे बनाएगा, घर में तो वो एक कप भी नहीं उठाता. So we say it's a part of the treatment where food is important, and every parent should again encourages their child कि food हर किसी को बनाना आना चाहिए. At least they can feed themselves. They should not be. बहुत लोग कहते हैं हम तो मेड्स रख देंगे, कुक्स रख देंगे. कुक भी आप तभी रखोगे आपको खुद ही नहीं पता मूंग की दाल के आप क्या कुक को बताओगे, वो कुछ भी बना के चली जाएगी. आपको उपमा खाने का मन है, उपमा बनाते हो उतने उत्तपम बनाते हो. जब आपको खुद ही नहीं पता होगा what you are cooking, तो how you can definitely keep cook maids for help. No, I think it's a good thing. But if you don't know yourself, you cannot supervise that person also. So like eyes, ears, skin, nose, and tongue. These 5 senses, the important senses of our body, involved in our culinary therapy. Okay, it's written rainbow diet. Can anyone suggest? आपने ये रेनबो कलर्स देखे हैं? देखे हैं. आपको क्या लगता है कि we say we should eat rainbow diet every day. Suggest red से क्या खा सकते हैं?
अनार, टमाटर, गाजर, कैरेट.
Orange.
रेड नहीं है. अमरूद हो सकता है, कहीं कोई रेड निकलता है.
What about yellow?
Cabbage.
येलो, papaya,
Mango, pumpkin.
pumpkin of course, vegetable.
Lemon, green.
Broccoli.
Vegetables.
All vegetables.
खीरा, ककड़ी.
Green leafy vegetables. Now winters are approaching, so you get green. And in summers you have ghia, tori, tinda, kheera, karela, or greens.
आंवला.
What about white?
Radish.
Curd.
Milk and milk products,
All
mushroom,
milk products. And reddish.
yes.
That is very important.
And purple,
Purple, brinjal, blue,
onions,
onions,
jamun, beetroot, brown,
Potatoes.
wheat, cereals, dry fruits,
brown rice.
brown rice. So this is the answer for your question. I mean, again, red tomatoes, apple, watermelon, bell pepper, orange में आपका pumpkin, carrot, oranges, quinoa, yellow में papaya, mangoes, corns, lemon, green leafy vegetables, bell peppers, cucumber, broccoli, white milk and milk products, turnip, radish, mushroom, purple onion, beetroots, brinjal, grapes, brown wheat, potatoes, nuts and chocolates. So we should have rainbow diet every day.
It should be multicolor.
It should rainbow. That's the best answer. Multicolor, ठीक है, we can say, but rainbow से थोड़ा सा sophisticated word आता है.
Rainbow diet.
Rainbow diet. 7 colors. Which brightens your day, which brightens the environment.
It's pure.
Because it has got all the healthy, I will say, fiber, antioxidants, proper nutrients, macronutrients, micronutrients.
Egg white.
Egg white is also important. The benefits of balanced diet. A balanced diet can improve your brain function. It can reduce the risk of depression and boost your self-esteem also. It can also increase your energy levels and reduce feelings of anxiety. Encouraging adolescents to eat a variety of whole food is a key to promoting good mental health. Again, adolescent is an important milestone of your life. That's why we are, focusing overall mental health, but adolescent, why? Because if there's any kind of, again I'm repeating the same statement, any defect, any deficiency during this stage, it can be for a lifelong. And adolescent बहुत टेंडर एज होती है, जहाँ मन भी चंचल होता है, एक्सप्लोरिंग एज होती है, फिजिकल चेंजेस होते हैं, इमोशनल चेंजेस होते हैं, जहाँ पर पेरेंट्स दो जनरेशन के डिफरेंसेस भी आते हैं, वेयर इट्स अ वेरी वेयर वी हैव टू हैंडल इट आल्सो इन अ वेरी लव एंड केयर, विद लव एंड केयर. इसलिए we need to communicate with them why the food is important for your mental health. Why don't encourage the processed food. When they go out, they have lots of variety. It's not that they cannot go and party. They can eat. They can go. They can have healthy junk food. They can have idli sambar. They can have brown bread sandwiches. It's not. They can have healthy pizzas, thin based pizza with lots of vegetables. They can have noodles with lots of vegetables. But with that, they should not go for cold drinks or French fries. With all this thing, they can opt for either fresh lime soda or iced tea or fresh lime water, because cold drink, aerated drink with junk food is the killer. The importance of vitamin and minerals. Vitamins and minerals play a vital role in mental health. Vitamin D can help regulate mood. And vitamin D, unfortunately, everyone, I will say, अगर आप टेस्ट करोगे कम ही होगा, क्योंकि we are not taking enough of sunlight. Sunlight is the major source of vitamin D. आप कभी भी पहले लोग सारा दिन धूप में बैठे रहते थे, उनके स्वेट्स होते थे, स्वेट से सारी टॉक्सिन्स रिलीज हो जाते थे, उनका बॉडी डिटॉक्सिफाई अपना भी हो जाती थी, उनको कभी घुटनों के दर्द, कभी पेन्स नहीं रहते थे. हमेशा Western culture में where there is no sunlight, they were suffering from vitamin D deficiency. But unfortunately, I will say in India, because now we are into the rooms only. We are not going out. AC में बैठे रहते, AC cars हैं, AC buses हैं, AC schools भी हैं. So we are lacking the important natural source, that is sunlight. We don't go for early morning walks. Again, not in this season because pollution है. But जब pollution भी नहीं होता तब भी we don't go. And magnesium can reduce feeling of anxiety. Earlier आपको पता होगा कि लोग एक रोज केला खाते थे या एक सेब खाते थे, because banana is again important source, rich source of magnesium. Down south में देखिए वो रोज एक छोटा केला खाएंगे या केले के चिप्स खाएंगे. Omega-3 fatty acids are essential for brain function, and iron can improve your cognitive performances. As I say, iron जैसे anemia की वजह से lack of concentration होता है. हम किसी भी वर्क प्लेस में जाएं या स्कूल में जाएं, हमें समझ ही नहीं आता कि what is the teacher is giving the lecture, because we are not able to connect. Lack of energy है हमारी, lethargicness है, feeling of low esteem है. That's why iron is we should have iron rich sources again which can improve your cognitive performance. Encouraging again adolescent to eat a variety of nutrient dense foods, that is also essential. Now पहले हमने सारा mindless की बात की, हम mindful eating की बात कर रहे हैं. Mindful eating is important because it improves your well-being, it increases your emotional regulation, increase positive emotions, it calms the mind, and it is for your better physical health. Mindful eating is we need to say in a very simple few I will say words, cook and eat in a good mood. अगर हम अच्छे मूड से खाना नहीं बनाएंगे, हम उस खाने में कुछ भी डालें वो खाना अच्छा ही नहीं बनेगा. और हम उसको खाएंगे तो प्रॉपर्ली इसका डाइजेशन एब्जॉर्प्शन, जिससे हम कहते हैं वाइब्रेशन जाती है, वो नहीं जाएगा. रिस्पेक्ट योर बॉडी एंड हेल्थ, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. वी नो वी शुड लिसन टू आवर बॉडी, व्हाट हमारी बॉडी के लिए क्या हेल्थी है. जैसे बहुत लोग कहते हैं कि हाँ, अगेन आई विल गिव एग्जांपल, रात को दही नहीं खाना चाहिए, फ्रूट नहीं खाना चाहिए, बट कईयों को दही और फ्रूट रात को ही सूट करता है. Rice also, because initially also in early ages also जो पुराने हमारे योगिक थे या आयुर्वेदिक थे, वो कहते थे कि रात में ग्लूटेन फ्री ही लेना चाहिए. तो वो ज्वार बाजरा या मक्की का आटा, इसी की खिचड़ी या दाल चावल ही खाते थे, गेहूं नहीं खाते थे. आजकल है हम चावल नहीं खाएंगे, चावल से हम फैल जाते हैं, क्योंकि आप चावल खा रहे हो, आप पुलाव बना के खा रहे हो, फ्राइड राइस खा रहे हो, आप उसका स्टार्च नहीं निकाल रहे हो. एंड बीइंग we stay in North India, we don't know the quantity of rice we should have. आप देखेंगे South Indians है, बंगाली है, गुजराती है, they take 1 कटोरी और half कटोरी of rice जिसका starch remove होता है. With that they take good amount of dal, vegetable, salad, papad and raita. हम चावल ज्यादा लेंगे, दाल 2 चम्मच लेंगे, सब्जी 2 चम्मच लेंगे, तो definitely it will increase your weight. आपकी bloating होगी because it's a liquid starch which increase your weight like anything. So
depends on genes also.
नहीं, genetic है, तो that's why I said we should respect our body and health. If we see कि हमारा genetic है weight gain का, तो we should consume that particular diet which will not increase our weight.
For example, if you take China, Vietnam, they are rice eating countries, but they are not.
Because they do physical activity, they basically have more concentration on their amount they are eating. We don't focus the amount we are eating. Burger खाएंगे, 2 burger खा लेंगे.
Their rice is the main.
Rice, their staple food is rice. Again, the South Indians are all thin people. They are not fat. South Indian, majority of South Indian, whether Kerala देख लीजिए, आंध्र प्रदेश के देख लीजिए, they are thin people because उनका environment के हिसाब से, जैसे we have talked about the environmental factor, environmental के हिसाब से we should consume the diet. जो वहाँ पर हमारा ग्रो हुआ है वो ही हमें खाना चाहिए, बिकॉज दैट इज एनवायरमेंट. जो हमारे जिस तरह का एयर है, वाटर है, पोल्यूशन लेवल है, ह्यूमिडिटी है, वट एवर विल कंज्यूम, इट विल गेट डाइजेस्टेड एंड एब्सॉर्ब वेरी वेरी वेल. डोंट रश. वी शुड नॉट रश बाय ईटिंग. वी शुड टेक गुड 20 minutes एंड टू ईट प्रॉपर्ली. वी शुड टेक स्मॉल बाइट्स. बिग बाइट्स नहीं लेने चाहिए, क्योंकि हम स्मॉल बाइट्स लेंगे तो उसमें जितना भी हमारा माउथ में हमारा एंजाइम प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है वो प्रॉपर्ली फूड के साथ मिक्स होके प्रॉपर्ली डाइजेस्ट भी होगा, एब्सॉर्ब भी होगा, एसेंशियल न्यूट्रिएंट्स भी मिलेंगे. इफ यू आर गल्पिंग द फूड, वी आर नॉट मिक्सिंग द एंजाइम विद द फूड व्हिच हेल्प्स इन द डाइजेशन. तभी आप देखेंगे लोगों को एसिडिटी, ब्लोटिंग, हेवीनेस रहता है, बिकॉज दे आर गल्पिंग द फूड. लिसन रिलैक्स म्यूजिक. म्यूजिक आराम, आप कोई भी इंस्ट्रूमेंटल म्यूजिक है और द म्यूजिक व्हिच यू लाइक इन अ लो, उसमें यानी कि आप हाई म्यूजिक सुन रहे हो, इट विल अफेक्ट योर माइंड. एंड देन अगेन आपका यू विल नॉट हैव अ कंसंट्रेशन व्हाट आर यू ईटिंग. एंड लव व्हाट यू ईट. ये नहीं है घिया खा रहा हूँ, ठीक, आप अपना कोई नेगेटिव वाइब्रेशन दे रहे हो. आप बच्चे को फोर्सफुली ये चीजें खिला रहे हो, खुद नहीं खा रहे हो, सो दैट डजंट मेक अ सेंस. इट्स बेटर नॉट टू ईट. Whatever you are eating, we should love. Again, respect your body and health.
भी बोलते हैं ना कि you should eat less than your hunger.
Again, it depends on your age, your activity, your lifestyle. यस आप बच्चों को बोलोगे, बच्चे वैसे ही देखिए कई बार गैप आते हैं, बहुत बच्चे ब्रेकफास्ट नहीं खा के जाते हैं। अगर आप बच्चों को बोलना शुरू कर दोगे तो वो कम ही खाएंगे ना, फिर उनके प्रॉपर आपकी बॉडी रिजर्व्स नहीं होंगे, स्टोरेज नहीं होंगे, क्योंकि बच्चों के लिए रिजर्व्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट।
बड़ों के लिए ठीक है,
बड़ों के लिए ठीक है। अगेन अगर डिपेंडिंग ऑन द एक्टिविटी, इफ दे आर ट्रैवलिंग, उनका स्ट्रेनियस जॉब है, गैप्स है उनके मील्स में, टूरिंग बहुत है, अगर वो कम खाएंगे तो उनको एनर्जी लेवल ही नहीं मिल पाएगा। सो अगेन द वे यू आर वर्किंग, हाउ यू आर वर्किंग, आपका खाने में क्या वेराइटी है। अगर आप सिर्फ जैसे नाइट में इफ यू हैविंग ओनली कॉम्प्लेक्स कार्ब विद सैलेड एंड सूप, तो आप उसको प्रॉपर क्वांटिटी में खा सकते हो। बट इफ यू आर हैविंग रिच फूड लाइक चिकन, बिरयानी या जंक फूड, तो उसको हमने भूख से कम खाना है।
and if you are not burning the calories,
Yes, then you need to burn also calories.
wait, that is the balance you have to maintain.
Yes, yes. So there is a study between diet and mental health in children and adolescents, which we will take it in our next session on which will be in December. This is a glimpse of putting theory in the practical, where we are basically showcasing how we are making our patient to cook, air fry, induction and everything. And to sum up, I will say, to take away the message, I will say mental health is as important as physical health, and there is rain after the rainbow. Eat a balanced diet, self-care, get enough sleep, connect with others, manage your stress. Because it's crucial to take care of your mental health to lead a happy and fulfilling life. This is again brain food abbreviation, which is important for our mental health. First we talked about rainbow diet. Now for our brain health, I will say brain food. B is for like B से आपका berries है, beans are different kinds. Beans में आपका राजमा है, लोबिया है, ग्वारफली है, लोबिया की beans है. Again rainbow colors of fruits and vegetables. Your antioxidants which are present in your fruits, vegetables, dry fruits. I include your lean proteins and plant-based proteins. Milk and milk products हो गए, nuts हैं आपके, almonds हैं, walnuts हैं. These are very important. From F, it's a fiber-rich food. Your fish, your fermented food. Oils में peanut है, pure oil है, mustard है. Omega-3 rich foods which are present in your fish, walnut, sunflower seed, flax seeds. Dairy, milk and milk products, curd, paneer and cheese. Spices. जिसमें आपका हल्दी है, जीरा है, लौंग है, दालचीनी. And these recipes, sir, which you were talking about, some of the recipes are available in Women's Health and Harmony channel, YouTube channel. These, I will like to share something. We have recorded, Suchi and myself have recorded more than 250 recipes only in fireless equipment using healthy ingredients, not using any kind of preservative, any colors, which is important for your physical as well as your mental health. This is one of the recipe which we have recorded, and while going you'll be able to taste this banana muffin also. When it's a takeaway, I will think a Diwali little gift, because I really want to appreciate all of you that you have taken the time to come and basically enhance your knowledge.
I just want to ask, ma'am, after lunch, a lot of people, they feel a lethargy more at work in general. But so, ma'am, is it because the fact that हम लोग जो इतना carbs खा लेते हैं, तो अगर हम उसको complex carbs ले, जैसे आपने कीनवा बताया, या protein दाल ले लें, थोड़ा कम चावल, so will that help us get rid of that 3
Definitely.
5 p.m. वाला जो?
We always say that we should start with our meals with salads and fruits, because we should have first good quality of fiber, antioxidants, जिससे हमारा जो cereal consumption है, especially चपाती और राइस, उसका कम हो जाए. Again, this is the last slide of the day, where like depression, anxiety, sleep disorders, dementia, we will take it over in our next session on 8 December. And thank you so much and happy Diwali.
Is this session online available?
Online.